welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen and today I'm going to be showing you the power of rearranging your furniture. A lot of us are probably at home right now looking at our spaces and getting pretty bored of them. So I think the first thing you can do to spruce up your space is simply rearrange your furniture. Today I'm going to be showing you 4 different living room layouts that hopefully you can create in your home as well using your existing furniture. I'm going to be rearranging the furniture in this living room that's also a connecting open concept space to the dining room. I hope this video gives you guys some ideas on how you can rearrange the furniture in your home to create a whole new look. If you enjoy watching, definitely make sure you give this video a big thumbs up before we get started, and let's go ahead and jump right into the first look. So before deciding on all the changes you want to make in your space, look at all the things around the room that will not be changing. For me, that's this wall medallion, this large opening doorway. I have some angled walls that I need to design around, some windows here, and the open concept flow into the dining room. So look around your space, check out all the things that you need to work around, and let's get started. So the first living room layout I want to share with you is actually the layout that's existing right now. This has really worked well for the space, and I definitely suggest it if anyone has a similar shaped living room. This is very communal, all the furniture faces each other, and it really allows for great conversation and flow. This living room layout also has a lot of different moments to it. Since we have these bay windows, I like this little chaise lounge here, creating a nice little reading moment, a little nook here in its corner. We also have 2 chairs that are great accent pieces, and you can angle them, you can push them up against the wall, but I really love that they can face the couch, face the little area here, and really create a central feeling. This layout also works great with the dining room. It allows a lot of flow in and out of the space and creates one whole cohesive look across this entire room. It really opens up into the dining room that if you had people in the dining room and the living room, everything really flows well together. The sight lines are clear, there's nothing blocking it, and it really creates a great open concept living space. When designing an open concept living space like this, where there's a living room and a dining room sharing the same room, make sure that you create rooms within a room by putting a large rug down like this, making the furniture face each other so it really feels like each individual space is its own. But by leaving one side of the layout open, it really allows these rooms to connect to each other. I definitely recommend a layout like this for people that like to entertain and have people over. It just makes it really easy to move around the space. So this next living room layout is all about separating spaces in this long living room and really highlighting the window space. So I'm going to be using furniture to create a barrier in here and really take away the flow that this room has already and separate it into 2 different spaces. The best way to do that is furniture placement and simply moving your couch the other way. So I'm going to be flipping this couch so that it's really breaking up these 2 spaces here and kind of creating a half wall between the living room and dining room. When you switch your couch around like this, always make sure that you flip your rug as well. Make sure that your rug always goes horizontal and is in line with your couch, and flip your coffee table. So all of the lines should be matching, all of the lengths should be matching. I'm also going to be flipping our side chairs over and angling them kind of by the window here and leaving the chaise lounge over there by the window. This really creates some length and layers to the space and it kind of creates areas within a large space like this. So now we have this big living room space with a window nook and less connection here into the dining room. So it really makes this room feel a little larger in a way because we're really making them feel like separate spaces. If you don't want as much flow, this is a great option for you. It really highlights each piece, creates a room within a room, and it's a great way to separate areas. I think this layout is a little unexpected and a little interesting. The layers of it and the different moments to it really create a really unique space. If you don't have a chaise lounge like this and want to create something like this, you can use a bench or a window seat or little stools by a window to create this kind of feeling. I also really like that everything is kept in line. So we have the angled chairs kind of mimicking the angles in the walls. We have this straight edge by the window to highlight that piece. The couch in line with the dining room table so everything stays really square, as well as the coffee table, the plant, and the medallion all lined up and making everything look really kind of symmetrical and centered. Having things in line like this really makes a tidy living room layout, and it's something that everyone can do in their space by just looking around and seeing what you have to work with. So just by simply pushing the furniture around the room, creating a whole new layout, we've really transformed this space and made this living room feel like a whole new room. So before we get started on the third layout, I'm going to show you a different variation of the second layout here. We're just going to be switching around our accent furniture and really creating a different type of moment. So if you have two accent chairs like this and a chaise lounge or a bench of some kind, you can change around the furniture to kind of create a different look, but in a similar way. So I'm bringing my accent chairs over by the window, angling them so it really matches with the angles coming in from the windows, and putting my chaise lounge in front of the couch. This way it kind of acts kind of like a dual sofa situation. It blocks out the space in a different way. This living room is a little tight for this kind of layout, but if you have a larger space, this definitely can work, and it just is another option of creating different moments within a space and kind of blocking up areas in similar ways. So this kind of creates three different sections to a space: this living room here, a window area, and the dining space all blocked off. So if you want to create lines like this, really separate areas into smaller areas, this is an option that can work for you. Now, I know not everyone has a chaise lounge to work into their design, so I'm going to be removing it to show you what this layout can look like without it. And this is pretty common for people to have a sofa and two chairs in their living room, so hopefully this can work for you. I'm bringing in my accent chairs and just bringing them closer to the rug so that everything really looks framed in and really square. So make sure when you're styling your furniture, you put one leg at least of the furniture on the rug so it looks like that's really grounding everything. This layout is great for this space. It really mimics the lines of the room, but we do have all this additional space by the window because things need to be brought in. So it's not the most desirable. I feel like it's not using the whole space to its potential, but this living room layout works in almost every living space. It's very traditional, it's very common, and it's something that's very easy to achieve. Also notice that in this layout, there is no furniture that is stuck to the walls. So that is a very easy thing to do as well. Sometimes it feels safe to stick your couch to the wall, but this really shows that bringing your furniture together off the walls really makes for a great layout. Moving on to layout number 3, this time we're going to be flipping our furniture on the other side of the room and really creating a brand new look. So the first thing to do is move the couch over to the other side of the room. This is now not going to be facing the window, it's going to be facing the dining room, and flipping the chairs over to be facing the window. So it's just using furniture in a different way, creating different barriers in the space, and really lining everything up. So I'm also going to be bringing in the chaise lounge again and putting it behind the sofa here and creating a little window moment. Again, this is one of those layouts that would work better in a larger space, but it's definitely something you can do by layering 3 areas into your living room. We have the little window moment with a lamp here, we have our 2 chairs creating a barrier to the dining room, and we have a sofa. This furniture layout really creates good conversation between the couch and the accent chairs. It allows good flow between the dining room and the living room, and it creates a tiny little moment hidden over here in the corner by the window. Window seats are a great idea, and this is kind of another way of doing it. I love that everything again lines up, it's all straight, it's all anchored to the rug, and it really works with the shape of the space. So again, just by being creative with your layouts, bringing the furniture off the walls and imagining it in a new way will totally create a unique look for your space. I love the use of these high back wing chairs as well. I think they're great options for people that want to create privacy within a space. They really act as kind of a barrier and a wall between both rooms. And lastly, layout number 4. This is kind of a mix between the first layout and the last layout. We're really creating a space within a space again, but moving our couch back to the way it was. So again, when turning your couch around, flip your rug as well so it's in line with the length of your couch. That is like a number 1 rule you have to do. Then I'm leaving the wingback chairs where they were, creating that wall between the dining room, but just bringing them in and attaching them to the rug. Again, just so that everything feels grounded in there. I'm bringing our little side table into the corner, putting the plant on it to create some height, and bringing the chaise lounge in towards the rug to make it feel like it's more part of the room. When things are too separated, sometimes they get lost and just doesn't look as cohesive. I also brought in my little bar cart to create a nice little moment there in the corner, making use of that wall, and everything is a little bit more square in this layout. Most of the furniture is facing each other, which makes for a good conversation space, makes for a good living room, but everything is also kind of facing the doorway leading out, so it also kind of encourages flow in and out of the space. It's just another way of laying out the furniture. We're also balancing height with the lamps and the plants and just lining everything up like we were before. Everything is centered to the wall medallion, all centered on the rug, and really is a great cohesive space. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I hope this really motivates you and encourages you to rearrange your space. Living rooms are a great way to start because there's so many different furniture pieces, from couches to chairs to tables, rugs. There's so many different ways that you can rearrange it. So I hope you guys start in your living room or your family room and reimagine your space. If you enjoyed watching, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up and hit that like button. And let me know down below in the comments what your favorite living room layout from this video was, or if you have any other ideas you'd like to add, comment them down below so we can all check them out. And before you go, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Click the red subscribe button down below and make sure you guys have your notifications turned on so you never miss an upcoming video. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!